do check out my personal picks each month. I'll see you there. Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. We've been looking at some of David Heeley and Joan Kramer's biopics tonight, each one about a Hollywood legend. And as an added bonus, both David and Joan are back with me to talk about the next documentary in our lineup. Welcome back, both of you.
Thank you, Robert.
Now, next we have on kind of what I think is the piece de resistance of your whole catalog, although they're all wonderful, but you have one that you made 7 years after the Spencer Tracy one, in which Katharine Hepburn was very involved. This one is just about Hepburn. Now, how did that come about?
Jane Fonda, at the end of the Fonda show, at an event honoring Ted at the time, said, why don't you do a show about Katharine, and I'll host it. So when we got back to New York, this was in California that happened, we went for one of our many lunches at Katharine Hepburn's house. And she said, why do you want to do another show about me? Because we'd done one in 1981 that can't be seen, it's out of rights. You want to do another show about me because I'm so fascinating? And David said, you are fascinating, but you're also a public figure. And we really feel that you should do a show your way, with you telling your own story, because someday somebody else will. And you won't have any say in it because you're a public figure. And Jane Fonda wants to host it. She said, which was a typical Well, I like Jane. We're friends, and I really care about her. But I don't need Jane to host a show about me. I'm here. I can talk for myself. I'll do it.
That's unique, of course, amongst all the shows that we've done.
But so is she. She's unique.
Well, she is. But usually we have lots of people talking about our subject. It's just Kate. It's definitely a one-woman show. Her talking about her own life. Incidentally, we wrote most of her script, and can you imagine what it's like to write for Kate telling her own story? But when she saw the script, she made very few changes. She would tweak it, usually to say things that made fun of herself. She realized that was part of the character, and self-deprecation always makes it more interesting.
But if you ever wonder what Katharine Hepburn is about, there's no better way than to see this documentary, because you really see her with kind of the makeup off and being the real person. At least not only the person she wants to project, but the person that's really there. You know, eccentric as all get out, fascinating, you know, kind, smart. I mean, all those things that you kind of instinct tells you as part of Katharine Hepburn's, the package of Katharine Hepburn, but fascinating.
You know, Robert, all great Hollywood stars have the image that they've created, for the most part. I don't think there's a better example of it than Hepburn. She knew what was right for her, down to the red socks she wore under, as she called it, her rags. She knew exactly what was right for her, and she referred to herself, when she'd see herself on the screen in movies from the past, as that creature I created. And it's my job to keep her fascinating. I wonder if I've succeeded.
She also let us use all her home movies, which she'd never released before.
That's what's so great about all these documentaries of the home movies, too.
Yes, but she had this huge collection, which she'd never released at all. She'd let us use one shot of her and Spencer in the Spencer Tracy legacy. But all the other stuff was new to us. And what was really kind of fascinating is, because we didn't know what all the shots were, we said, will you sit down and watch them with us to explain where we are and what's happening? And she did, kind of reluctantly, but what was really interesting is that when she wasn't on the shot, she kind of lost interest.
I'm not surprised. Well, let's have a look. Here from 1993, Katharine Hepburn, All About Me.